Do backlinks still matter for SEO? I'll answer this question and show you why the rich get richer in SEO. Plus, I'll share several link building techniques that are working right now. I'm Nathan Gotch, the founder of Gotch SEO Academy and the author of The SEO Entrepreneur. And I've led hundreds of successful SEO campaigns over the last decade, and my work is featured on SEMrush, Ahrefs, and Search Engine Journal. So please like this video to show me you're excited to geek out about backlinks, and let's get into it. So here's the truth. Backlinks are still important for SEO performance because they're the foundation of Google's original PageRank algorithm. Countless independent studies in the SEO industry have proven the impact of backlinks on organic search performance. Which brings me to point number one, which is a powerful website equals better SEO performance. For example, SEMrush found that the overall strength of a website and the number of referring domains correlated with better SEO performance. And Backlinko studied 11.8 million Google search results and found that a site's overall link authority, as measured by Ahrefs DR, strongly correlates with higher search engine rankings. Now, back in the day, you could use PageRank to measure the strength of a website, but those days are long gone. Now you need to rely on third-party tools like SEMrush, Ahrefs, Moz, and Majestic, who all have their own version of measuring domain strength. But keep in mind, these metrics like authority score from SEMrush or domain rating from Ahrefs are estimates, and Google does not use these metrics for ranking. But here's the point. Your goal should be to grow these metrics. The stronger your website is, the better it will likely rank in search engines. But you will also need to acquire backlinks to the actual pages that you want to rank, which brings us to point number two. Powerful pages equal better SEO performance. Now, it is possible for a page to rank without backlinks hitting it directly. For example, when Forbes publishes a new article, they often rank on the first page without any direct links. But with that said, Forbes is the exception, not the rule. Most sites will need direct links to their SEO-driven pages. Now, here's the data from Ahrefs to support this idea. The more backlinks a page has, the more organic traffic it gets from Google. And only 1 in every 20 pages without backlinks has traffic. And the majority of these get 300 organic visits or less each month. And SEMrush also found that higher ranking pages have a higher page authority score. In other words, top ranking pages typically have more backlinks. Which brings us to number three, better SEO performance equals more backlinks. And this is why I said that the rich get richer in SEO, meaning the better your SEO performance, the more links you'll acquire. I call this the snowball effect. And Backlinko's study proved this to be true when he said that the number one result in Google search has an average of 3.8 times more backlinks than positions 2 to 10. And Ahrefs found something similar. Top ranking pages do tend to acquire more backlinks and at a faster pace than the pages that rank below them. And finally, SEMrush's study agreed as well when they said that the higher the domain's position on the SERP, the more referring domains it has. So in short, once you achieve high rankings, you'll start to get organic links. As a result, your page strengthens and will often solidify your positions. But the question is, how do you get to this point? Well, first, you need to understand what a good backlink looks like. And that's when the relevancy pyramid comes into play. The relevancy pyramid is a safeguard against lousy link building decisions. And most link builders are obsessed with metrics like DA, DR, or organic traffic for prioritizing link opportunities. While these do matter, they're secondary to relevance. Relevance is king when it comes to link building. And Google's John Mueller says that the total number of backlinks at a website doesn't matter at all to the search algorithm. One link from a relevant website can be more impactful than millions of low quality links. And that's why I created the relevancy pyramid. In short, prioritize the most relevant link opportunities first, and these are at the top of the pyramid. In most cases, you won't have many 100% matches to get links from. But that's where you should start. And then once you've tapped it out, just move down the pyramid, which increases the number of opportunities. So let's say I wanted to find link prospects for a beef jerky company. Go to Ahrefs Keyword Explorer, enter the broad topic, and then go to the traffic share section and click by domains. Within seconds, you should see what types of websites rank for this topic. Next, you need to investigate these websites to find additional topics. For example, you can do a site colon search and see what topics they write about. In the example above, they have pages about golf and keto, and this implies that jerky is relevant to both of those niches. And I also recommend looking at Reddit to get even more broad topics. Just search reddit.com plus your topic. And within seconds, I found multiple subreddits talking about jerky, like jerky, keto, cooking, hiking, food, and meat. Now, use ChatGPT to prioritize these topics based on relevance. Here's a prompt, and then here is the output. So now that you know what order to find the link prospects, start with beef jerky blogs and work your way down as you tap out each category. And this all begins with building pages and resources that are worth linking to. And that's when the reverse pyramid comes into play. Instead of driving backlinks to commercial pages, you'll drive backlinks to valuable assets and then internally link to your commercial pages. So with that in mind, I recommend creating at least 3 to 5 linkable assets for your link building campaign. And the good news is that you don't need to reinvent the wheel. Just go into ChatGPT and use the following prompt. It will spit out many great ideas based on your niche. And if you want to get high quality backlinks without having to create assets, then you may want to consider using search intelligence. They use a unique strategy that doesn't require creating assets. Instead, you contribute expert insights for other websites, they pitch a huge list of journalists, and you score powerful backlinks to your homepage. Do not underestimate the power of homepage links either. In fact, if you study the link profiles of the most successful websites online, most of their backlinks are hitting their homepage. For example, Wikipedia has a massive amount of backlinks hitting its homepage. And if your site is structured well, the backlink equity and trust will flow to other pages on your website. So I'll have a link below this video where you can learn more about search intelligence. And I also recommend using some of these frameworks that are proven to work. Number 1, free tools or software.
So ChatGPT has made the process of creating link bait so much easier. And so my go-to recommendation right now is to really use it to create free tools and software. So what you can tell here is I gave it a very simple prompt just to see what it would come up with. And it came up with some decent ideas, but this isn't exactly what I was looking for. Now, you could of course pursue a lot of these ideas. They're definitely good and worth pursuing a little bit further, but I wanted something a little more specific to a company that sells sandblasters. So I went up here and I said, what are some free tools we can create? And then it came up with a bunch of really unique ideas. So then I just followed it up with one that I actually like. So I took the sandblasting time estimator and I told it to create HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And so what it does is it will immediately start writing that code for you. And this code is not going to be perfect, by the way. You're going to need to put it into the website, make sure that it works. And when there's certain errors with it, you're going to need to come back to ChatGPT to ask it to fix it. And it's really amazing. You can just go back and forth and treat this like this is a developer that's on your team and you're just going back and forth until it gets right. And so what I did is you can take this and then go into WordPress, download the WP Coder plugin. And then once you have it, all you can do is you go right here into the HTML code, you put that in, put in the CSS code, and then put in the JavaScript, okay? And then you just go ahead and take the short code, put it into the actual page that you're creating. And at the end of this, you're gonna have a fully functioning tool that you can use for link building purposes. And so now you have something that's actually worth linking to, and you did it without having to be a coder, right? And I'll be honest, like I do understand a little bit of code, so I was able to build this out, based on the issues I was encountering, but I just kept going right back to ChatGPT and asking questions. And there were sometimes some things I didn't even know the answer to, and I would go back here and it would tell me the answer, right? So really, really awesome. And there's just so many ways to build free linkable assets now. There's just no reason to not use ChatGPT for this because it really streamlines this process.
Number 2, the reporter technique. People love linking to data, and the cool part is that you don't need to create this data from scratch. You can leverage existing data and create a curated resource, like how I gathered multiple studies to prove that backlinks still matter. But if possible, try to create original data like I did for the best CMS for SEO, because it's more likely to attract backlinks. Just use this ChatGPT prompt to get some ideas for creating data-driven assets. Number 3, the LIS technique. So what qualities make people want to link to your website? Well, there are many qualities, but there's one that helps enormously, and it's called length implies strength, or LIS for short. Have you ever seen one of those super long sales letters that seem to scroll on for decades? Well, that's not an accident. Long sales letters leverage heuristics. In short, we as humans are lazy and we hate thinking. So we use mental shortcuts to make decisions, solve problems, pass judgments, etc. So what does this have to do with link building? Well, according to Backlinks' study, long form content gets an average of 77% more links than short articles. That means if you want more backlinks, then you need to create more long form content. For example, if you examine what pages have attracted the most backlinks on gotchaseo.com, you'll see that they are my longest pieces of content. In fact, the average word count for my top 4 most linked to pieces of content is 7,000 words. Pretty insane. So here's the main takeaway. If you want more links, write longer, more in-depth content. And please, don't take this out of context. It needs to be well thought out and add massive amounts of unique value. Don't just add words just to add words. Number 4, the predictive links technique. So what if you could create pages on your site that attracted backlinks like clockwork? Well, that's possible when you use the predictive links technique. The best part is that it's actually insanely simple. Here's what you need to do. Step 1, examine your competitor's most linked to pages. Enter a competitor's domain into SEMrush and then go to backlink audit and target pages. And you'll immediately see what pages have attracted the most backlinks in your niche. Step 2, create a page around the same topic but make it 10 times different and better. Step 3, reach out to the people that linked to your competitor's content. And I recommend testing the waters before pitching your content when you use this strategy. Just send a simple outreach email like this. And then if the prospect complies, then send them this email. And I recommend testing many different templates for the second email until you hit that sweet spot. And just make sure you're giving something valuable when asking for the link. Number 5, recreate dead content. I call this the white hat alternative to PBNs, and it's simple. You use a tool like Spamzilla to find qualified expired domains, then paste the prospective expired domain into SEMrush, go to Backlinks in the Backlink Analytics section, select follow and export. Now examine what pages have backlinks. Then copy a URL and paste it into the Wayback Machine. And the first question is whether or not the content is relevant to your website. And if it isn't, then keep searching. And if it is, the next question is, can you create something better? If so, just create the asset, then reach out to all the websites that are linking to that dead page. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like it and subscribe because I have a lot more awesome SEO training videos coming soon. Thank you so much.